Good morning, everybody. This is Shanka Poncelet broadcasting live to you from San Antonio, Texas, in the USA. It is 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and this is the first episode of my series of live videos, which I decided to call Shank's Cast. This is just something that I decided I would start because I think it is an awesome way for people to leverage this new tool that Facebook has given everybody called live video streaming. And this is actually the topic of today's video. So we're going to look at how can you use the new Facebook live video feature in order to kind of leverage your online marketing and to really improve it, to use it to advantage. What are we going to cover today is I'm going to talk a little bit about how I got the idea of doing this and why I think it's going to potentially revolutionize the way we market online. And then I will cover a little bit of the specifics of what Facebook live video is and how it works and how you can use it to kind of integrate it in your marketing. And then we will look at 4 specific use cases of other industries, because as I thought more of this, I think the potential is without limits, and I kind of want to give you some ideas of how you can do this. Now, I do speak English, French, German, and Luxembourgish being the language of my country of origin. So if you want, you can go ahead and post your comments down there in your language, and I can react to it, or if it's a question, I can answer to it later if that is more comfortable for you. So let's get started. How did I get the idea of doing this? So yesterday, I kind of very spontaneously decided to give this new live video feature a try. So I took my iPhone and this was not planned, not scheduled, I just started broadcasting live. And it was, to my surprise, I had an average of 5 viewers and at some point even a maximum of 10 viewers. Now this was a duration span of 17 minutes where I had the undivided attention of my viewers. And this is huge. I mean, everybody who runs a business and who tries to get ideas across knows that it is so difficult to grab people's attention, let alone for such a long duration. So I was just very, very surprised of how well that worked. And I thought, well, you need to really tell people about it. So, we all struggle with marketing. I certainly struggle with marketing and with building up a loyal follower base. So usually what people do, and the standard is that you write relevant and interesting blog posts that talk directly about topics that your direct target audience is interested in. You write those blog posts and then you publish them across all your channels, that usually being your website, your social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and whatnot. But this is really the standard nowadays, and everybody's doing it. And I really see a tendency lately that video gets more important. Facebook really favors it, and people just are getting overwhelmed with all that information, and a video is a lot easier to consume as having to read a whole blog post. So definitely give this a try. One thing that Facebook did, because just posting videos is nothing new, we all know it from YouTube, but Facebook made this is highly interactive. This right now here is live, and anybody watching this video can choose to post a comment, to react to the video. So the fact that this is so interactive just opens up new doors to a very personal way of talking to your audience, of marketing to your audience. So my advice here for you is just do it. It is kind of frightening, and I have to admit I'm even nervous here myself, but just do it. It doesn't have to be perfect. As a matter of fact, people nowadays in this industry, in this economy where everybody wants to feel connected and wants to feel that they can somehow relate to the people they are doing business with, they will like your personality. They will like the fact that it's not perfect, and you can set yourself apart by just being yourself. Just be distinct. That may be the reason why somebody chooses to work with you versus the long time established company that may be less personable, less relatable, and a little bit boring to them. So also, given that this is live, just think of all the possibilities that it opens to this. So just gamify it. You can say that anybody who is live on your stream has access to certain coupons or to discounts for your services, that you can offer special services to the people that watch this that otherwise your customers would not have access to. Also leads, huge. We all know we need leads. Leads being people that you can talk to that may become customers. Now there's leads and there's leads. There's leads that just someone gives you that you can buy, and then there's high quality leads, meaning people that are genuinely interested in what you do. And if someone here comments on your post, on your live video stream and watches this means that that person is very interested in what you do. So it is a high quality lead. So think about that. So now let's over to just thinking and understanding better how Facebook live video works and what it is. So in reality, what Facebook did here is it took a complete live broadcasting studio and fit it into your smartphone. So if you are the owner of an iPhone or an Android phone, you now essentially have a whole complete broadcasting studio in your pocket. And that is huge. That is truly huge, because you don't even have to use a special software. You just upgrade your Facebook app to the latest version, and then if you wanted to start a live stream like this is how you do it. If you want to broadcast from your personal profile, you just go to your app and then create a new post, and on the bottom you will see the second icon from the left. It's kind of the shape of a person with a circular icon that means the idea of broadcasting. You hit that and then you give a description, you name your video, you give a description of the video. It's important to keep that short but very descriptive, and then you can set the video to either be public or private. Now if you have something that is of educational nature or that is of promotional nature, you want of course to set that to public, because then anyone can choose to kind of watch you live. But if there's also the possibility to set that broadcast stream to be private, and that is very powerful too. For instance, if you are a consultant that sells a certain service to a restricted amount of people, or that are paid only versions of your services, you can just create these private broadcast streams here. Very, very powerful. So also these live broadcasting streams here by Facebook have been limited to 30 minutes. And that is very important. It's really enough. Trust me, if you can't put all your ideas into 30 minutes, it means that you have to improve the way you communicate, the way you bring ideas across, because people are not very patient. And if you don't get to the point, you will lose your audience very quickly. So just the more condensed your knowledge is, the more you will see that people will like consuming it. As soon as you have terminated that live broadcasting, you can choose to either save that video to your profile, or if you don't like it for whatever reason, you can delete it. So if you save it though to your Facebook profile or to your Facebook page, that is very helpful for you to make your Facebook page interesting, to build up maybe a series of videos for your followers to consume. You can even take those videos and embed them in outside places, such as your blog, or really anything where you can put in an HTML snippet. You can take this video that was recorded and then put it somewhere else, which is very, very powerful. And again, Facebook is providing this for free right now, which is great. So as people rewatch this video, they will also, should people choose to comment, and I can see right now I have a few viewers, so if someone would just be so nice and comment something, just so that I can showcase that. So if people comment something, those comments will reappear at the very same moment in time when the video was recorded live. So that is also very interesting for your future viewers of the recorded video to kind of follow a thought process. There we go. Someone just encouraged me here to do this. Thank you very much, Alec. So it makes it really educational and really interactive. And even as someone watching the recorded video, it just feels it feels as if they had been there when it was live. So again, publish it on your profile or delete it. It's really up to you. Now I briefly want to talk about 4 more specific use cases, because again, I think this is a very powerful tool that can revolutionize the way you market. So I want to think about other industries and how they might use it for their business. So say, for example, you are a restaurant like me. I am a pizza lover. I love pizza. I could eat it every day. But if you are, say you were a restaurant and you just wanted to show your customers, your future customers, the expertise and the care you put into the craftsmanship of how you bake your pizzas. I mean, it's basically watch over the shoulder while we assemble the pizza. You see the cleanliness, you see the quality of the products, you see how we put it into our very professional oven, and you're just part of the atmosphere. And this is very, very powerful because it creates that personal relation between you and your customer, your future customer. So just use it in that way. Another industry I was thinking about is people who do community outreach. For instance, when I was a student at Miami University, I was part of a group called the Hawks, and what they do is they try to educate the student population about general student wellness topics. Usually they would meet them in person and talk about specific topics. Now, this is just one additional channel such an outreach group could use to actually broadcast live to the students into dorms or wherever the audience is. And again, think about the fact that this is very interactive. So you can accept questions, you can kind of see how people react to what you have to say. Another industry I want to think about is the real estate industry. I have lots of realtor friends, and I think they will find this very interesting. Just so people in Europe don't know that so well, but here in the US, you very often have open houses, meaning the realtor will take a time and day and say, I'll be there and anyone can come. It's an open house and I'll show you the house and answer questions and whatnot. So now this could be a virtual open house. You could create an event, let people know that there's going to be a live stream, and you can take your smartphone and walk through the house and answer questions. And it would just, again, be a way to reach more customers. They don't have to actually come to the location. And you build up that relationship with your potential future customer. And also other professions. The last kind of example I want to give is, for instance, for lawyers or other professions where people kind of have this fear to get in touch, but you as a professional want to be approachable, to be relatable. So a lawyer could, for instance, set up a series of live streaming videos where they talk about very common topics. For instance, what do you know? Maybe what do I have to think about when I go through a divorce? What do I have to think about when I want to create my own company? So this is really a very powerful tool to appear relatable to your audience and to kind of overcome that fear that people have to just approach you and ask those questions that get asked over and over again. And since it's recorded, it's going to be there for other people to watch in the future, and that's going to be very powerful for you. So that kind of was all I wanted to say about Facebook's new live video feature. I kind of had at the end a Q&A session that I wanted to do, but I think I was very complete and probably also specific enough so that no one else had a question. So thanks a lot for having chosen to be part of this first Shankscast. And this is something I'm gonna do every week now on Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure to follow me here. If you liked this video, please go ahead and like my page here, Shanks Web Development. I would also really appreciate if you looked me up online. My website is shankswebdev.com. If that is too difficult for you to spell or remember, I have an alias, that's software.sa.com, SA standing for San Antonio, of course. Again, that's software.sa.com, which will take you right to my website. Okay, again, like my Facebook page, share this video, and that will help me a lot. Now, it is Sunday morning, at least here in the US. There's still lots of Sunday left, so thank you for having been part of this, and enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye.